Hello everyone. So today in this webinar we're going to be going over how to improve sleep, why we're trying to aim to improve it, what are the reasons behind it, and basically why we should be well rested and why is it important. So we're going to make myself a little bit smaller. So we're going to go straight into it, how to improve sleep. So many people are often looking for quick fixes with supplements and superfoods, but often they forget to neglect their sleep routine. Science has shown to improve recovery, performance, cognitive function, sex drive, and help them improve their fat loss phase. Obviously, a lot of people on here, not everyone, is looking to lose a couple of pounds. So often they neglect their sleep routine. And often that shows with increased leptin and ghrelin levels, which obviously is a kind of a hormone that synthesizes hunger levels and appetite, and often will make you more hungry than you usually would. Often, especially when people go like are hungover, they have a crappy night's sleep, they're normally a bit more hungry the next day, and that's another reason why behind it is just really bad sleep and sleep hygiene levels. So it has been shown significant effects on glucose metabolism. So basically when you have carbohydrates, it gets changed into the body, changes it into glucose, and that is affected with bad sleep, appetite, increased appetite, and also fat deposition. So your ability to have put on fat is much more likely when you have less sleep. Cognitive performance, it's been shown to sleep deprivation to have bad for your cognitive function. Often you see them obviously on the roads, like when you see them big signs saying that obviously you shouldn't drive for after a certain time, after you start feeling tired or after a long journey you shouldn't really drive, is because of this. Your cognitive function is just not as fast as it would be if you're being well rested, compared to someone who is sleep deprived. Yes, so strategic napping has also actually been shown to improve being well rested. So actually napping can improve your cognitive function even if you have a nap in the middle of the day. So actually when people say you shouldn't nap in the middle of the day, it can actually be beneficial long term if you need to, say, have something that involves complexity of either cognitive function. It might be actually worth having a nap in the middle of the day to actually improve your output, say during work or something like that. So compared to 100 years ago, 2% of the population used to sleep less than 6 hours. Now in America it's up to 30%. More than 65% fail to obtain the 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night during the week, and that is kind of the circumnavigate of the whole globe of people getting a lot less sleep than they would do 100 years ago. So what is the health negatives of not getting enough sleep? It doubles your likelihood of getting cancer. It demolishes your immune system. You're more likely to get Alzheimer's. Disrupts your blood sugar levels, which would make you more likely to become pre-diabetic. Coronary artery disease, brittle arteries as well, cardiovascular disease, stroke, congestive heart failure, and also mental well-being, more likely to be depressed, have suicidal thoughts or be suicidal, and also have anxiety. So a lot of scary attributes that is actually associated with bad sleep. Okay, so the book that I'm going off is someone called Why We Sleep by Matthew Walker. He's a really, really good book if you get a chance to read it. He's a PhD. He completed a PhD on sleep, so he knows his stuff, and it's a well-used book. So if you get the chance to read it, I really recommend using it. So Walker discussed that he recommends 8 hours, and he doesn't really recommend restricting sleep. And he reckons that actually the minimum you should be getting is 8 hours. Anything more than that, it's just to make yourself feel rested and well. So as much as you can until you feel rested and well is the main takeaway point here. Is until you feel good is really the optimum amount. So when people have naps in the middle of the day, it may be beneficial because they feel more well rested. Obviously, in an ideal world, you go to sleep at the same time and wake up at the same time and feel well rested throughout that period of the day, and you will find it a good circadian rhythm with that, with sleep hygiene. But it's not always an ideal world, so there's some situations when you might have to get up earlier or work later, and then you might need to top up with a nap just to make yourself feel replenished with feeling well rested and ready to obviously complete the rest of the day to the best of your ability. Okay, so some of these are anecdotal or placebos, but obviously there's many studies showing that placebos actually do work. So not all of them are guaranteed to have scientific backing. A lot of this has been taken from personal training books. This is like James Smith's one, and then there's also some other books that I've taken it from. Advances of Strength and Conditioning, where I don't know where to put it, and a couple more, Why We Sleep as well. Some of them's got scientific backing, some haven't. Some's just been shown to improve and help sleep. Sleep tea's not really much scientific backing, but has been shown on general consensus that it does help some people, so it might be worth. Set an alarm to go to bed, so that's something that you don't really hear much of. Obviously having an alarm clock to wake up, but no one has an alarm clock to go to bed, might be something to consider. Audio books and podcasts to help sleep, so put in, if you have like an AI alarm clock, audio books, podcasts and books generally help aid sleep. Avoiding caffeine after 3 p.m. as it might affect your sleep cycle. Hot showers before bed, that's has some scientific backing. And then same again with making sure we have naps if needed to feel well rested. Obviously there's quite a discussion about this through some people thinking it's a bad idea, some people thinking it's good. So there's some scientific backing with that to help improve it. So some quite some quite scary thoughts of what actually having a good night's sleep can actually improve your health vastly. And that's including physical, mental, and even just performance-based and cognitive function-based, so that your mind and your body can definitely improve from a mixture of things, with improving your overall well-being with getting enough sleep, according to Walker, as much as possible. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you have a great rest of the day. If you want any more information, just drop me a message, and I hope you have a great rest of the day.